Welcome back! Let's go through some of the craziest Karen and Kevin moments of all time. Up first, when grannies are bored, they come out to cause problems for the neighbors, just like this Karen does. Look at her. Even the roosters don't like your voice, ma'am.
Out of here, lady.
Sick of your
Trespassing, ma'am.
I am sick of
You're trespassing, ma'am. Please stop.
Like I said, I'm sick of your
I don't care that you're sick of me. Just stay off my property and we're fine.
Yeah!
Well, okay, I am. Great. I'm still on my own property.
Like I said, you touch my again, I'm calling the cops.
I don't care. If you touch my again, I'm calling the cops too. How about that? It's going to be a fair and square deal. Whatever, dude.
Don't bring it over here if you are going to use it.
I can bring my wherever I want, lady. Why can't I?
Look at it.
You don't own the ground.
I don't want to look at it. I don't want to look at you.
You shouldn't have moved here then.
I don't want to look at you. I don't want you to the damn neighbor.
Please get your stuff off my ground. That post is actually the line, so.
Wild Karen comes to these people's property and harasses them. You look like you came prepared for this.
You don't live here.
Don't want.
No, I know you don't live here because you can't afford it.
What are you talking
Double
about?
wide.
We live here. I own that apartment.
Double wide.
You know what's crazy? These apartments are for people who make. We tried moving in here, but we made too much. That's crazy, isn't it?
Oh!
That's crazy, isn't it?
Oh!
That's crazy, isn't it? That's crazy,
I
isn't it?
pay for me and 3 others.
I don't give a.
here.
I don't give a.
I'm about to hurt you.
Hurt me.
Hey,
Hey, back up. I'm back.
Riley, don't do it.
Don't touch me.
Riley, don't do it.
Touch me.
respect these children.
Don't touch me.
Stop. You better respect these
Who are you to
children.
respect the children? They weren't even in the road. Don't come after me like that.
they're not.
No, they were nowhere near in the road. I was going 10 miles an hour.
They chased after a ball or something.
Obviously, I was
You would
looking.
have them.
Going 10 miles an hour?
You can't stop at 10 miles an hour.
Yes, you can.
Yeah, if you hit them.
No, you can sit on the brakes and those completely smack me, please. Please smack me. Please.
If your wife touches me, I'm gonna be pissed. She's not gonna touch you. I'm going off on you if she touches me.
Oh,
No, hey, get back. I'm telling you.
Riley, don't do it. Riley, get back.
Do not touch
you.
Do not touch me. Do not touch me. I'm telling you.
Riley.
Get your wife,
I'm
dude.
not touching
Get your
you.
wife.
I'm not
Savannah.
touching you.
What happened?
I'm not touching you.
What happened?
Get inside. See, look what y'all done did. Out of here.
Some Karens are so tired of their own lives that they start intruding on others' lives for fun. This Karen is ridiculous to act like a toddler.
Oh my God, I'm using my parking spot. And I have another car that's in the guest spot. Oh, what do you have?
That
two cars?
doesn't leave
Oh, look.
your car.
Look. Neighbors. Bye.
They keep pounding. I can't. Do you not hear the pounding?
Not to be yelling all the time.
Exactly.
Yeah, well,
Thank you.
Why to be yelling? Chill out. You're disturbing everybody. Stop.
I'm disturbing.
Yes.
Wait.
You don't need to be
try
told that.
living under these fuckers.
Hey, you don't need to be told that.
Try
You know you're
living
disturbing.
under
You
them.
know.
Kid.
You know you're
They
disturbing.
have 2 kids and people that are not supposed to be on the lease.
Oh
They're
yeah?
not on the lease.
You don't know what you're talking about. So why don't you go home and act like an
And you
adult?
just moved in too.
So did you. So who cares? He doesn't have any less credit than you. Don't be talking to
But
people
you
like
just told
that.
me I had no credit
No, I didn't.
because I just moved in.
Yeah, you just moved in. And you're sitting here acting like some sort of king trying to regulate people, having your child knock on my door, and then you're throwing a
Dude,
tantrum like a child.
she
Stop
chose to
screaming.
do that.
Stop screaming. Go home.
She chose to knock on the door.
I don't
because
care.
She has migraines
That's fine. Go
because
home.
You're stomping.
That's fine. Guess what?
You try. You're.
Don't yell at that
you're-
person.
You're e-learning,
Listen.
right? So,
You don't need to.
are you not learning from home?
Who cares? That's not your business. That is not your business.
No.
Go
no,
home.
It's because you're stomping and you can't regulate your children because you're too lazy.
You can't regulate yourself. You're banging on my ceiling all day and screaming for hours. Go home, call the manager, deal with it like a normal person. You don't have the right to be knocking on people's doors and harassing them. Tell the manager, call the cops, do what you gotta do, and grow up.
Okay.
Okay, bye.
All right.
Bye.
So like 12 hours a
Goodbye.
day.
Hey,
I've been dealing with this.
Hey,
every
no one wants to hear
day,
you. That's fine.
12 hours.
Call the cops.
Stomping.
Call the cops.
Because you're too lazy.
Call the
to
cops.
take your kids
Would you put up with her as your neighbor? She needs to be mentored about manners.
outside.
I'm so hurt. You got me. Okay, heard. Bye. I heard you.
You're too lazy to go outside.
Yep, you're right.
You're too lazy to take your kids outside.
You're so right. Okay, goodbye.
And we're below you. And
You're telling me things I already know. Hey, you're telling me things I already know. I have 2 children. You treat me as if they cannot make a sound or else you're gonna bang. I get it. Goodbye. Tell the manager, tell the cops.
I banged once.
Hey, listen, there's neighbors. No one needs to hear you.
Banged once.
Okay, sure.
But you
sure.
know what? Also,
Listen, stop
the
involving
first floor-
people.
The
You don't
first
need it.
floor, they hear you,
I'm sure they do.
and actually,
I'm sure they
across from
do.
us, they hear.
Oh my god.
Please go home.
What do you mean? Oh my god!
What do you mean? What does he mean? Of course you know what he means. You're ridiculous.
My problem is that I can't sleep.
The problem is that you live in a communal building and you're acting like an individual. You don't live in a house. You need to have respect for neighbors. Go home. Have respect
I have
for
to have
neighbors.
respect for neighbors.
Yes.
You don't even have respect for us as neighbors by stomping.
That is between you and me.
all
You don't
the
get to disturb
time.
the whole building because you're angry at me. Calm down, grow up, go home.
I have to have respect.
Tell the manager. Complain to the manager. That's not their problem. That's your problem. Tell the manager. Go home.
They came out. I mean,
Because you're disturbing them. I'm surprised everyone's not out. You're acting like a child. Throwing a fit in the hallway.
it's cool.
It's cool. I'm sure. Oh, yeah, it's so cool. Go home. No one wants to hear you. Now you're acting all funny?
Stomping. Nonstop.
Banging, screaming. Yeah, you.
Yeah, you.
Okay,
You.
go home. Go home.
And I have cameras, man. I have cameras.
Use the cameras. Show them to Leslie. Show them to the police. Do it like an adult. Be respectful. Call the cops. Call the manager. Show them your video.
What is yours gonna do?
You're yelling for no reason. Exactly.
This argument is not gonna stop. This guy should have just said bye and shut his door. You're giving her way too much time to be a Karen, dude. Just let her scream and go inside.
It's no reason. That's why you don't
It
get
is. You don't get it. You don't get it. This is not how you go about it. You go about it by calling the manager and calling the police. You don't police people yourself. That is not your right in a communal building. You need to act with respect. You have people that live next to you, above you, under you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right.
Stop screaming.
Exactly.
Why are you still yelling?
Because I have been dealing with this.
No, you have anger issues.
Bro, leave.
Do I?
Yes.
This came out to his wife.
Okay.
Texted.
Yeah.
How do you know that?
Because I know.
Yeah, you know everything. Oh,
Bro, why you
No, neighbors told me that.
yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, goodbye.
And that's why he
Listen.
respects his place.
Listen, you're angry. That's got nothing to do with your problem.
No, you need to like.
So your problem is that, hold on.
Man,
Your problem is that
why can't you control your one kid?
Your problem is that I
Why
have a wife.
can't you control one kid? And there's 2 of you
You don't know how many kids I
that
have.
live here.
You don't know how many kids I have.
Man, I already saw, man, on Halloween.
Okay,
When
man.
We're out there.
Okay, man. All right,
You
man.
have a little tiny 2-year-old and a little.
Hey, listen,
baby.
listen.
And not one of them.
I feel like I'm in middle school right now.
Bryce.
How old are you?
Loud.
How old are you?
This is how people argue in elementary, not grown-ups like you guys.
Okay.
He's not doing it.
Okay, then go to your. Go.
Don't tell people what to do. You need to go home. You need to go home. You think these people are like my friends and they're just on my side? No, they're just
no,
neighbors.
But I live below you.
And they live
So
next to
I
me.
have a right too.
They have a right.
You act like I don't have a right.
They have a right.
to have peace.
We all have a right to peace. So you don't get to disturb everyone because you get disturbed.
No, really?
Yeah, you selfish. Go home. Oh my God, I called you a name once?
Granny Karen destroys her neighbor's fence and she's standing tall like she does something really heroic. How come Karens get problematic in this age when all they should really do is repent? It's unbearable.
Happy now?
She's just damaged our fence.
Well, what did you do to mine? Now give me back my phone. Not even touching your phone.
It is. It's blowing up.
It's blowing up and ruining the water.
Excuse me, Robin.
We're going to get rid of this lattice because we've paid all this money for it and you're ruining it. $500 worth of fence and you don't even appreciate it. You're ruining it. What more privacy do you want? You're ridiculous. We've spent all this money for privacy. Can you hear that going off? Because you're ruining it. We'll send you a bill for this that you've just broken with your stupid stick.
Well, good on you.
You are the worst person I've ever met. I've never come
Fuck off, freak. Go away, freak. Go away. Leave
Hope
us.
you're recording it.
I am.
Oh, good.
Go to YouTube and watch all the complaints that people are putting in. Go away, Robin. Go away from us.
Such stupid people.
Look what you've just done to our fence. You've just damaged all of it.
Really? Well, isn't that amazing?
What have I damaged of yours?
Where's all my property?
You're ruining our fence. This is our fence.
Angry Karen freaks out when this customer asks for help of the manager. People with anger issues shouldn't do these jobs.
So I'm in Walmart on Washington Street. I asked this young lady to find me a manager. And because I need some help. But she won't find me a manager.
There's someone at the fitting room recording me right now and I'm very uncomfortable.
But I'm asking for help in the radio section.
I called someone to help you. What else do you need?
I asked you for a manager.
Okay.
And you told me you don't know who the manager is.
He's insisting on a manager. He just needed help in automotive, but now he will not leave me alone.
So I want to get her on camera
Go ahead.
so I can report that she will not even help me.
I called someone where you needed. You asked.
I asked for a manager. You told me you don't have one.
I told you I don't know who it is right now.
And I asked for any manager. And you told me you don't know. And you're not really helping
Can
me.
you leave me alone?
Yeah.
Leave! Stop harassing me!
I'm asking for a manager. And y'all see what she's doing. So,
Stop recording me!
I'm going to get her.
Young Karen is boasting about being entitled. The person that yelled at her was, in fact, her mother. Ridiculous how youngsters think being entitled means knowing your rights.
So I just got yelled at for asking a very reasonable question. So I'm applying to go somewhere, and I just wanted to know, are there accommodations for people who struggle with time blindness and being on time, you know? And then the person I was with interrupted and acted like I was asking something else, and then when we were done, they actually started yelling at me and saying that accommodations for time blindness doesn't exist, and if you struggle with being on time, you'll never be able to get a job. You know, provided you're trying your absolute best to be there. And then they're like, your stupid generation wants to destroy the workplace. And yeah, I think that a culture where workers are just cut off because they struggle with being on time, when there's other solutions that we can look to, I think that just anybody who thinks it's okay to just treat people like that, yeah, that culture needs to be dismantled. And then I asked that person, how can you feel good about yourself upholding this kind of system? And then to think I'm entitled. No, if people think it's okay to treat others like this...
Wild Kevin loses his cool and embarrasses his fellow friends. They're ignoring him like they don't know him. It's pretty funny.
Dave. Come on outside. Come on outside. I'm about to throw this goddamn drink on that phone. Sir, I am so sorry. I'll come to back. What you gonna do? No, sir. I'm trying to defend you. Yeah. And I'm trying to I'm trying to get him out working. Okay, I'm trying to. And if we don't take that out, goddamn staff, call him. He's the one running. You threatened me, talking about you gonna shoot me. Hey, I'll call the goddamn cop. be back with the cops.
Please leave this
I'll be
store.
back with the cops.
And recorded. Everybody,
Oh, it's all recorded. You're good. You're going to jail for communicating threat.
both of you have threatened one another. So
I didn't say I was going to shoot him.
Ricky, sir.
Until he said he was going to shoot me.
Sir, I would like you to please. I am so sorry about any injuries. Sir,
He's fired. He's fired. He got him half.
This Karen and Kevin get mad at this guy for recording in public. Let him be, Karen. He isn't inside your property.
I want you to turn your camera away from my face now.
Okay, but
Turn it!
But I'm just doing a fishing show. Okay, fine. I'll turn it.
Get her police now. I'm calling them. Some guy out here taking our pictures and he will not leave. Please send the police now. I don't feel comfortable. Please, officer, please send the police. I'm a woman. I don't feel comfortable. He's still standing here in front of me, a strange man. Okay, please.
If you were with me on an island, I'd catch all the fish for you. You'd feel comfortable. While we wait for the police, you guys want to tell me about the species of fish around here? Since you want to star in a fishing show? Can I tell you a little bit more about what I'm doing? Yeah, I'm getting B-roll. Should I wait here with you guys, or I don't know how the process goes.
This guy is trying to film inside my office when I'm meeting with a client. I want his camera confiscated. I want my picture off there.
Also confiscated?
Take his phone. And he doesn't have my permission to have me on there.
Sir, you might come over here now.
Oh yeah, come over here. Yeah.
And I'm supposed to feel safe?
Okay, I'll come inside. Alright.
Yeah, he's filming my client in my office. He's got no right to do that.
It's for a fishing show, though.
Nope. My door will be locked. You cannot.
I was talking to her earlier. I'm friends with her. Yeah. How you doing?
Hi, I'm Alex Arm with the Westwood Police Department.
Nice to meet you.
Is there like any reason that like you were in there, or?
Oh no, I didn't go inside.
Alright, can I just get your name and everything?
So I usually keep it anonymous. I just like to chill. Because I'm one of the most wanted fishermen in East Coast. So right when I say who I am, it's gonna be flocks of people coming here.
Okay, do you just have your ID then instead of saying it out loud?
Oh, shoot, even that. It's like a whole thing. It gets complicated.
He doesn't have any right to use my building for his commercial purposes. Absolutely. Come on in.
You mind if I join too? You guys mind if I join too, just so we can keep it fair? Is that cool if I join too? One of my favorite baits is mullet. I think I told you guys that already. Oh, hey, how you doing?
We are going to need your ID to know who you are. You're saying that you were tapping on the window?
Not true.
Do you have any video of like before I was here so I can see?
Yeah, I've been running the whole time.
What kind of fishing show you got?
Strictly fishing with fishing on.
Strictly fishing?
Strictly fishing with fishing on. You already know.
All right.
Should I come in there with you?
I don't think you want you in here. So.
Oh, okay, I got you. Just making sure. I thought maybe you guys switched up. You let me go inside this time. All right, man. Appreciate you guys respecting the rights of the citizens.
Racist Kevin passes a race comment on to this employee.
So you're bothering me. You come up to bother me, and then you also just interrupt my sandwich making and cancel my sandwich.
Get the officer, please. And I want to pressurize if I can. Teach y'all.
It's not my fault. You're.
Bruh, did y'all hear that? Did y'all hear that? Y'all heard that? Y'all heard that? You heard that? Okay. Bet.
Up next is something really ridiculous. This Kevin sits next to this man in an empty bus and starts creating a fuss about a seat. You're allegedly causing drama, Kevin.
No, I'm asking you to move to another seat. This is not your seat. This is my seat where I was sitting here first.
Come here, bus driver. No, I know that.
I've been sitting here first.
No. Come here. I want you to see something. Come here. I want you to see something.
I literally.
Okay, look. Hold on. Listen. This is my point. He was sitting here first. Listen, he was sitting here first. Yes. I understand that. But look at his leg all in my seat. That's all I'm saying.
You could have picked any other seat on this bus.
I paid my fare. I sit where I want.
I paid my fare too.
I don't have a problem with that. I don't have a problem with that. Look at his leg in my seat.
I mean, it's not even on your. I see it right now. It's not on your seat.
you're gonna do is call the goddamn cop. That's all you're gonna do is call the cop. I don't give a f about jail, boy. I don't give a f about no goddamn jail. If I got to go to jail, I might as well f you. That's how serious I am. That's just how serious I am, white boy. White boy.
Go ahead and do it.
That's just how serious I am, white boy.
Go ahead and do it.
You got me f up.
Well, that's because you're ignorant.
Yeah, you really got me all f up. And I go to jail for that, but I ain't going to jail on no shit.
Well, you're going to go to jail.
I don't give a f about jail. And I don't care about the police either. I don't give a f about jail or the police or none of that. I'm a liner and a main liner. In case you don't know. Just in case you don't know. I am very active. I am very active.
In what, ignorance?
And yes, all that. All of that. All of that is black power with me. You understand that?
I'm sure unemployment.
Yeah, do you
is very
understand
powerful.
that though?
I'm sure unemployment.
Yeah, but do you
is very
understand that
powerful.
though?
I don't.
Yeah.
I don't.
You better hurry up and do that.
Well, I don't need to
Yeah, you
because
better hurry up
I'm
and do
smarter
that.
and better than you.
Yeah. No, you think you are.
No, I know that.
All you do is run your goddamn mouth,
That
and
sounds
if
like
I
that's what
beat
you do.
you up, you're gonna call the police, and you know it. And you know it.
No, don't need to, man.
Yeah, so
Don't
shut
need
the
to.
f up, you understand me, and leave me the f alone.
I'm doing that. I've been doing that, man.
Yeah, you just, you a, and I don't, look at your arm on my seat, man.
I was sitting here first.
You understand me? You understand me? Yeah. Fuck the police.
Wait, you want to kiss me or something?
You want me to? I will.
I'm sure you
I'm
would.
cool
You
with that.
faggot.
I'm cool with that.
You're a big
You understand me? If you're a homosexual, I'm cool with that.
You're a big fan of that.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll kiss you if you want me to kiss you. I love women.
I'm sure that you
Yeah, I love women. Yeah, I love women.
get your arm around me like a faggot.
Absolutely.
Yeah, like a big faggot.
Absolutely.
Well, maybe you'll have lots of time for that in jail.
Absolutely. Yeah. You hit it right on the nail. Yeah. If you don't like it, move my arm.
I don't need to.
Yeah, move my arm.
I don't need to.
Because I'll beat your brains out.
No, you won't.
Oh, yes, I will. You want to bet?
Yep, I do.
Yeah, you ain't going to do nothing but call the police.
No.
That's all you're going to do.
And you'll go to jail like I'm
Like
sure
I
you're
told
very
you, I don't give a
comfortable.
about jail.
Both of them are being immature. If he's causing issues, why don't you just get up and go to the other seat, man? You're wasting a whole 15 minutes for this argument, and it's really stupid.
Oh, well, that's because you've probably been there many
Yeah,
times before.
I have.
No, because you're a criminal and an ignorant piece of shit.
I wouldn't say that, but I have, and I don't give a about jail or the police.
I'm sure you'll be comfortable back there then.
Yeah, absolutely. 3 square meals a day and a bump, and a punk, and a punk like you,
Probably about
and
the
a
closest,
punk like you.
Probably about the closest you're ever going to get to a real job.
Yeah, well, whatever, man. You talk a lot of shit, but you ain't about nothing, man.
Well, I'm about being
You ain't
smart
about
and,
shit, man.
not
You
an
ain't
ignorant
about
piece of
shit. Use a and I'm telling you right to your face.
Well, no.
Use a
You're a fat, ignorant piece of shit.
but I'll beat your
No, you won't.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I will.
You're saying a lot of it, but you don't do it.
Yeah, because I don't want you to have to call the police on no punk
no,
shit.
look who's scared about that
Yeah,
now.
no, I'm not scared of it, but it's punk shit. It's punk shit. And that's all you're going to do.
Not scared though.
That's all you're going to do is punk shit. And that's all you do is call the cop. If I did that. That's why you sitting here talking all this shit. Yeah. I like you. I really do. I like you a lot.
I'm sure that you do.
Yeah, I like you a lot. Use a coward. Yeah, use a coward.
And you are the most ignorant man I think I've
You
ever
better
known.
believe it, and you don't know the half of it.
I know, you're right.
You don't even know the half of it, man. You still won't move your leg out of my seat.
I was here first, man.
It ain't
I've
got
been
nothing
here
to do with
since before
it.
you
It
got on
ain't
the
got
bus.
to do
There's
with
plenty
it.
of other seats.
That ain't got nothing to do with it. You got your leg all on my leg.
There's plenty of other
You got
seats.
your leg on my leg, and you got your leg in my seat, and you got your leg wide open intentionally to do that.
No, I don't.
And then you're trying to provoke me on this goddamn.
Don't need to.
That's what you're trying to do.
Don't need to. You seem very easily provoked.
If I was provoked, you would be on the ground right now.
Well, then, why am I not? I just don't seem to understand.
Yeah, because this punk that you you're doing in an effort to try to call the cops.
I haven't called anybody. If I want to
No,
call
but
the
that's
cops,
what
I
you're
call
trying
my
to do.
Well, you know, we'll see if it works.
That's what you're trying to do.
see if it
That's why
works.
you're doing what you're doing.
We'll see if it works.
Yeah, I'm
Looks
not
good, because turns out I'm the smarter person in this situation.
You's an ignorant denial. You's a psychopathic lunatic. That's what you are.
That sounds
And
like
you're in
protection.
denial.
That sounds
And you are in denial. You live your whole life as perpetrating a fraud.
What's that fraud?
That's what you're doing, is perpetrating a fraud.
What's that fraud?
I'm not going to even say nothing to this man no more.
Big Kevin acts like a tough guy and accosts this biker. He thinks that he's the boss and orders him around. Go inside, man. You're a fool.
Tough guy. You want to be a tough
Call the
guy?
cops.
You're not so tough right now, are you?
Call the cops.
You're not so tough, are you, small guy? You're a short
I'm following the
little guy.
law. You're not following the law.
You're a tiny little man. Think you're a
Vehicle
big
code.
shot.
Vehicle
You're
code.
a big shot.
21760.
Think you're really hot. My name is your worst enemy. My name is your worst enemy. You want to? I'm your huckleberry, buddy. I'm your huckleberry. You short little punk. Huh? You come through this town thinking you're really cool on your bike, like you own this lane. Look at the bike lane is on this
It's
side.
called share
It's
row.
right in the middle of the street.
Share
buddy.
row. I get share row. I get
But
that
you
entire
came
lane.
around me like this.
You
came
blocked my
around.
way.
I
You
didn't
blocked
block
my
your way.
way.
I honked my horn because you were way over in our lane.
No, that's my lane.
No, it's not
share
your
row.
lane.
It's
not
share
your
row.
lane.
Look at the law. Look
I'll
at the
be
law.
watching you. You're lucky today,
Look at the
buddy.
law. I
You're
am.
lucky today.
What's your name?
Huh? My name is your worst enemy. You don't own the
You
road.
own the
buddy.
road?
I don't own the road, but you're the one that got me in the way.
See that sign right there?
No,
That's
look at
share
this guy. Look
row.
at this
See
guy.
that?
He's in the middle of the road.
Share row.
Huh?
Share row. See that symbol right there?
I don't give a
RUA 223.
Yes.